Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
So, have you ever thought about a career in GRC?
Governance, risk, and compliance.
It's a field that's, well, kind of blowing up right now.
Huge growth, tons of opportunity.
But here's the thing, there's this, I don't know, this myth that it's only for like super techie people.
Right, you got to be a coder or a security guru.
Exactly. But we're here to tell you that's just not true.
Nope, not at all.
Today's deep dive is all about busting that myth wide open.
We're going to show you how skills you might not even think are relevant.
Can actually be a perfect fit for GRC.
It's all about thinking outside the box.
Exactly. And maybe even discovering a hidden talent for like risk management or compliance.
You never know, right?
Okay, so let's start with something that, well, might surprise you.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Teachers.
Teachers.
Yeah, teachers. Think about it.
Okay.
They spend their days taking super complicated stuff.
Like calculus or Shakespeare.
Yeah, and making it understandable for, everyone.
Ah, I see where you're going with this.
Right, and that's a big part of GRC too.
Absolutely. You got to explain all those policies, regulations, procedures.
To everyone in the company.
From the top brass to the new intern who just started yesterday.
So you're basically like designing and leading compliance training.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or running user education initiatives, making sure everyone gets it.
Because when it comes to security and compliance...
Everyone needs to be on the same page.
Okay, so teachers, secretly GRC rock stars.
In a way, yeah.
Now, get ready for a real curveball.
Hit me with it.
Beauticians.
Wait, what? Beauticians?
Yeah, you heard that right.
I never would have thought of that.
Right. Seems totally unrelated.
Totally.
But hold on, think about what they do every day.
Okay. Making people look good.
Sure, but they're also dealing with a ton of health and safety regulations.
Oh, right, like sanitation and all that.
Exactly. They have to maintain licenses, follow strict procedures.
It's like an ongoing audit.
They're constantly checking for compliance.
Just like a GRC pro would audit a company's security practices.
Mind blown, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like mini GRC audits happening every day in salons everywhere.
Just on a smaller scale.
But hey, the core principles are the same.
Understanding the rules, managing risk, keeping everyone safe.
It's all about transferring those skills to a different context.
That's a really good point.
Okay, ready for another unexpected connection?
Lay it on me.
Dentists.
Dentists.
Yep, dentists. What comes to mind when you think about dentistry?
Clean teeth.
Yeah.
Drills.
Those two. But think about it from a GRC perspective.
I'm not sure.
Dentistry is all about risk management and compliance.
Really?
Absolutely. Everything they do is highly regulated.
Like what?
Sterilization procedures.
Okay, yeah. And accounts.
Handling patient records.
Oh, right. All that confidential information.
Exactly. They're already operating within a strict framework.
So how does that connect to healthcare GRC as a whole?
Think about a PAPAS, for example.
The patient privacy law.
Yep, that's the one. Protecting patient data is huge these days.
Especially with everything being digital.
Right, so a dentist focus on patient confidentiality.
Translates directly to making sure a whole healthcare organization is HIPAA compliant.
Spot on. And then there's ISO 13485.
Now that one sounds serious.
It is. It's a global standard for medical devices.
So that's making sure those devices are safe and effective.
Exactly. And that's critical in healthcare.
So dentists are already well-versed in those kinds of standards.
Like they've got a head start in healthcare GRC.
Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, let's shift gears to something we all deal with no matter what field we're in.
Okay, I'm curious.
Customer service.
Everyone's favorite topic.
Right. We've all had those frustrating customer service experiences.
Definitely. Long hold times, unhelpful reps.
But think about the skills of a good customer service rep.
Okay, so patience, good communication.
Problem solving, understanding needs, de-escalating tense situations.
Yeah, that takes a special kind of person.
Now imagine taking those skills and applying them to a role like a vendor risk analyst.
Vendor risk analyst. What's that?
They manage the relationships with all the companies a business relies on.
Oh, so like the software vendors, suppliers, contractors.
Exactly. And they have to make sure those companies are secure and compliant.
Because if a vendor messes up, it could impact the whole business.
Big time. So instead of calming down an angry customer,
you're calming down a CEO who's worried about a data breach.
high-stakes customer service.
For sure. And you still need those same communication skills.
To explain complex risks to people who might not be tech-savvy.
You're the bridge between the tech folks and the management team.
Making sure everyone understands the importance of GRC.
And yeah, there are definitely some acronyms involved.
Hit me with them.
PCI DSS, that's all about payment card security, making sure those credit card transactions are safe.
Okay, got it. What else?
ISO 27000, kind of a global rule book for information security. Big deal for companies handling sensitive data.
So, customer service skills plus a dash of acronym knowledge.
Equals a potential GRC career path.
Last but not least, let's talk about a path that might seem more obvious.
All right, what is it?
IT support.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
IT folks are already deep in the tech world.
But GRC is bigger than just fixing computers,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's about the big picture, about making sure systems are secure from a company-wide standpoint.
So you need to understand not just the tech, but also the policies and procedures around it.
And the frameworks and standards. Have you heard of NIST CSF?
Rings a bell, but refresh my memory.
It's a set of guidelines for managing cybersecurity risk.
Okay. Yeah, that's important stuff.
So an IT background can definitely be a stepping stone into GRC.
But it's not just about the technical skills.
Right. It's also about that big picture thinking and understanding how everything connects.
So we've covered 5 very different paths into GRC.
From teachers to beauticians to dentists.
It's amazing how seemingly unrelated skills can actually be your ticket into this field.
The key takeaway here is that GRC is not just about technical expertise.
It's about problem solving, communication, and understanding the why behind the rules.
It's about taking what you're already good at and applying it to a field that's, well, essential for any organization.
Absolutely. Every company needs GRC.
So I'll leave you with this. What unique skills do you have?
Yeah, think about what you're good at.
It might seem unrelated to GRC at first glance.
But you might be surprised how your experience aligns with the needs of this growing field.
And, hey, don't be intimidated by those acronyms.
Take some time to explore the standards we talked about: NIST, CSF, IS 27001, IRPA.
You might find that your existing knowledge and skills make you a perfect fit for a career in GRC.
You never know until you look into it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
We'll see you next time.
Until then, stay curious.
And stay compliant.